Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And it's now a 7-0 game.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. So the drive's going to start with Pollard.
And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Play fake. Here's Prescott. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Play action now. Prescott. Man open. That's complete to Dalton Schultz.
And he will have a Cowboys 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Prescott to throw it. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
The Cowboys at 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1. And they've gotten a pretty good deal from the schedule makers as well. Home dates in Weeks 1 and 2.
And I would believe that they would need to take advantage of that, partner, because as you can imagine, the road dates will pile up later this season. So this is a great opportunity for them to put some early distance on the rest of the division and create a little bit of a cushion for them for later in the year.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 41. Prescott.
Swinging this out for Pollard. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. And we're at the 41, 2nd and 9.
Here's Prescott. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
They are such a talented team at defending the perimeter and taking away throws to the outside. Great confidence, great skill.
First down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down. On play action, Prescott. He's going to look for Beckham in the end zone.
And this one dropped in the end zone. Looked like a touchdown, but not to be. And now it's 4th down.
On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. They have to be thrilled with that first drive that got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
Again from the 20 after the incompletion. Here's 2nd and 10. Now it's Burrow.
The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That's good for 28 yards.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
Gun. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Once again, they run with Mixon. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. That one, a first down pickup of 8. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here.
Here we go.
And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Nice pickup, 10 yards and a first down on the keeper.
And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that, and here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game, and all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
Final 30 seconds of this first quarter, and it's been a quarter dominated by the guys with the football. 11. And now they will throw it with Burrow.
The pass to Boyd, and he brings it in on the crossing route. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
Had the offense humming on the first drive. Not much has changed here on drive number 2.
No, and I think a lot of times confidence just really kicks in for a team. They may have been confident going into the game, but once you prove it on a drive, it's hard to get out of that mindset, isn't it? And look, let's face it, we can always lock in on the skill position, guys. But those big fellas up front, they're really making this offense go early in the game.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Out of the gun, it's Burrow. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They go back to the ground now with Mixon. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
11.
A first carry for Samaje Perine. And he'll be tackled right on the 10, well short of the first down. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
McPherson's kick is good. So another scoring drive there, Charles, and an early 2-score lead.
You'd like the 6 there, partner, but you'll take the 3, and I think they have to be happy about the way they moved the ball in these first 2 drives. They have to feel good about their opportunities the rest of the game.
So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. Not much leg here. Fields this at the 24-yard line.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint. Down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. First down, and it's Pollard again. And he's got room. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
50 yards rushing for him now, and he's only carried the ball 4 times.
Boy, the offensive line there, that was a thing of beauty to watch them block.
I love how you give a little appreciation for those big guys up front, and well-deserved. But how about the execution behind them? You can see the hours of practice that have gone into it. Great pocket by the running back. Quarterback puts it right in the perfect spot. Great mesh point by them. The timing on point. The run even better.
He finds his target. It's Schultz.
And he's going to get this down near the 25.
On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown.
Tony Pollard, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys have got it back to within a score.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material.
Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw.
That's complete to the tight end Sample.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. A loss of 4 that time on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. To try again after the sack. Burrow. Throw left side, caught by the tight end Hurst.
And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
The Bengals on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Burrow looking to pass.
Open man, it's complete to Higgins.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. They get 17 down to the 17, and it's a first down.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Burrow going to give this to Mixon.
And he's heating up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Two minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score.
Second and 9.
Again, it's Mixon. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. 8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. Slot man moves right. On 3rd down, Mixon. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Forward on 4th. Touchdown! Jamar Chase.
His 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Bengals' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. It's a short kick taken out beyond the 20.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
They go back to Pollard on 2nd down.
And he's going to be met at about the 43. And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. Off the play fake, Prescott. He finds his man, complete. That's Schultz.
And he will have a Cowboys 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
And they were right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Now a timeout called with 3 seconds to go. And, of course, they're in field goal range in the final seconds of this first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. The kick by Maher is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. It's the Cowboys who get the football first, and they trail here as well as we resume action in the third quarter. Taken in at the 3. Oh, a good return up past the 30. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead. Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it. They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. 2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down. A first down carry by Elliott. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. From the 47, it's 2nd and 5. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down. They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. They give him 7 yards on the play, and they do pick up the conversion on 3rd down. On 1st and 10, Prescott. Pass to Tony Pollard out of the backfield. So he stopped for no gain, and it'll be 2nd down. Prescott now. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 26. Give them 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first. It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive. And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from evening this one up.
Extra point by Moore, up and good. And that will level the playing field at 17 all. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Again, it's Mixon. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And he is going to have a Bengals first down. At least it would appear that way. He didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, a give to Mixon.
And Kelvin Joseph that time in on the tackle.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Here we go.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Here we go. 11.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Right?
Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Mixing up the middle. And that time the tackle by Malik Hooker.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on 1st down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
Here we go.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Mixon will try the right side. And he'll get it down here to the 43. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
I know flashy plays, splashy plays, as people like to call them, that attracts a lot of attention. But let's face it, when you're efficient, that can control a ball game. And I love the game plan they've got going right now.
Back-to-back 5-yard gains. Didn't force the ball downfield, picked it up on the ground.
Yeah, offensive line, they're getting it done.
Mixon with a first down carry. And down to the 36-yard line here. It's a good pickup on the ground of 7 yards, and time has run out on this 3rd quarter. 3 quarters have come and gone. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Burrow bats it forward. It's a jet sweep. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
3rd and 2, now Burrow. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown.
The mistake there by the offense, Charles. They tried to pick on a Pro Bowl corner in coverage there, and not the smartest decision. He reminded him that he was a Pro Bowl corner with not only the pick, but the pick 6.
And those guys who have that designation, sometimes they get a little bit bored in games because people try to avoid them. They absolutely love it when they get challenged, and it's a chance to remind everyone exactly why they were tagged as one of the best in the league the prior season.
This will be fielded inside the 5. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. He's past the 30. He will score. Touchdown, Bengals.
One of the most exciting plays in football, a kickoff return for a touchdown. And in all the excitement, let's not lose sight of the fact that now the pressure shifts to that snapper, holder, and kicker. This extra point is really important.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away.
Very short kick taken right at the 20. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. They go back to Pollard on 2nd down.
Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Prescott on 3rd and 2.
Open man Lamb. It's complete. On the move past the 40.
And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A big play that time on the catch and run. And it'll give them a fresh set of downs. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 down at the 33. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
114 yards on the ground here for Pollard. This is a 1st down.
A quick throw complete out to Beckham.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. Trying to run for it with Pollard. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Elliott is not going to get in. In fact, he'll lose a couple of yards back to the 3.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. They'll try to throw now. Prescott. Touchdown, Cowboys. Odell Beckham from 3 yards out.
And the Cowboys have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the 4th.
Extra point by Moore, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away.
This is taken just shy of the 10. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
And can they regroup? That's the question. The pick 6 hurt, no doubt, but this is still a one-score game here in the 4th.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
Here we go.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. This is caught, it's Boyd. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50.
Now this offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. Now they trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Now Burrow. He completes it to Boyd. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 37.
On one, ready?
Here's Burrow.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21.
To throw, Burrow.
Boyd's the target, and he has it over the middle. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 24-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Well, he shot in, CD, like he was out of a cannon from that linebacker position. And even though they had a running back in the backfield, no one could stop him.
Well, you certainly diagnosed that play perfectly because as fast as he got into the backfield, you're exactly right. The running back had no shot to get over and try and protect his quarterback, and a sack resulted.
11.
Burrow. On a huge mistake late, it's intercepted. Picked off by Damone Clark.
There he goes, right side. Past the 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
Extra point by Mara, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
On one, ready?
The Bengals drive about to get going. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
And the Cowboys are going to get it back here just shy of the 20.
That is now seven interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet and make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes. Just have to do it a little bit better, a little cleaner. And they did that in the second half, and that led them to victory.
So for Dallas, they used a favorable early schedule to their advantage as they move to 2-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on the New York Giants. Meanwhile, for Cincinnati, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at MetLife Stadium with the New York Jets.